Hello and welcome to the Barefoot Revolution podcast. This is our first ever Champions League recap episode. And yet again, I'm joined by Vinayak and Jatin, who will be discussing few of the matches, few of the best fixtures we have. But before that, I just want to ask you guys, how do you feel when the Champions League anthem is played?
It's इतने सारे memories हैं ना उस anthem के साथ I still remember we used to live in the same apartment, all of us. And रात को 12 बजे होता था because it starts 12:30 ना, because it's 8 here. 12:30 इंडिया में.
12:30.
और मुझे याद है मेरा और जेटी दोनों का नाइट शिफ्ट होता था और ऐसे ऑफिस बंक करके घर में घुसते थे और जब वो म्यूजिक बजता था यार, मतलब that was such validation that there's so much happiness, it's like the purest form of joy, it's almost orgasmic for the lack of a better word, but so many memories, so many memories. I'm lucky enough to go to the stadium once for a Champions League game, which was the worst game I've ever watched in my life. Spurs Leipzig, it's unreal, for those 30 seconds or 40 seconds when it's playing, right, you forget everything in life and it's just happiness, it's therapeutic.
सीरियसली यार, इतना खुशी मिलता है ना, बस वो म्यूजिक सुनते ही लगता है कि यार बस अब चैंपियंस लीग 1.5-2 hours सुप्रीम मैचेस होने वाले हैं, बहुत सही होता है यार.
And it's back.
And we have some really, really good matches. Starting with Chelsea versus Sevilla. Chelsea faced last season's Europa champions.
Chiri, तुझे क्या लगता है, defensive frailty is a part? Too strong for Sevilla?
It should be too strong for Sevilla, but then again defensive इतने weak है कि कोई भरोसा नहीं है. We might just get thrashed defensive.
Yeah, I hope we don't get thrashed, but I think Chelsea will win it. Definitely will win it. We'll concede for sure, and they will win it. I think this is where we get to watch a lot of the star players come out of their shell. It's Champions League, Timo Werner, Kai Havertz. They play Hakim Ziyech and not Mason Mount. I'll be really happy because Ziyech needs a run. It's going to be so exciting to watch the Chelsea team play in the Champions League. This is one of the the most exciting Chelsea teams. No matter how many goals they concede, but going forward, I don't think we've had a more attacking Chelsea team. On paper at least, I think Ancelotti's Chelsea were extremely attacking and they did had a lot of high scoring games. But this is just incredible to get to see these players on under the floodlights in Stamford Bridge for a Champions League night.
पर ऐसा हम लोग ने ऐसा वेस्ट ब्रॉम के लिए भी बोला था कि we will smash them. ऐसा हम लोग ने साउथहैम्पटन के लिए भी बोला था कि we will smash them.
इसीलिए तुझे बोल रहा हूँ डिफेंसिवली हम इतने बेकार हैं कि हम हमारा कुत्ता बन सकते हैं.
What a term. हाँ यार, बन तो सकता है, but I think if they concede more than 2 goals, I think there's a high chance that Lampard will be under massive pressure. He might even be really close to getting a sack. Because this can't be a recurrent theme, na? तुम 3 सारे games में तुम गोल खाए जा रहे हो, तो you'll have to do something to tweak it. It'll be interesting to see what he does. वो Mason Mount को खिला के वो he thinks Mason Mount covers up for the lack of defensive solidarity, which is not the case. पता नहीं क्या होगा, but super exciting first game for Chelsea. और बाकी सारे games तो छोड़ ही दे. What a group.
अपने मैच के लिए.
Then next up is Lazio versus Dortmund. Lazio has just won one game so far, and Haaland is firing again. Already scored 4 goals.
Yes, he scored his first international hat trick.
Haaland का सोच यार, I think he scored 10 goals in 8 games Champions League में. Unbelievable record है उसका Champions League में.
Yeah, and he keeps scoring against the bigger teams, right? PSG के against उसने मचा दिया था. And he's weird, right? Because he's 19, but he has a composure of a Ballon d'Or winner. Incredible, what a player. I haven't, a lot of strikers are built up, right? He wasn't built up. He just came and he scored 10 goals. And that's when people took notice, right? There was no hype. And he just came and he scored 10 goals in his debut Champions League season. And he's incredible. He's incredible. And एक तूने वो उस प्लेयर का नाम सुना है, यूसुफा मुकोको?
Mm-hmm.
He's 15 years old.
Mm.
He plays for the under-19 team and I think he scored 3 hat-tricks in a row or something of that sort.
Mm.
And he was racially abused. I mean,
तो उसने
that's not the point.
Black Lives Matter पे बोला भी.
हाँ, but that's not the point. But even he might be in the squad. Like Dortmund are like, seriously, like what a talented squad. They have Marco Reus भी वापस आ गया है. They've got Jude Bellingham, who's Haaland ने बोला है कि he's the next Steven Gerrard. Jadon Sancho. They've got Reina. What a team, yeah! Like it's just incredible. And Lazio are just in like down in the dumps. I don't see a way for them to win this game. It'll either be a Dortmund easy win or a draw.
It should be a Dortmund win. Lazio is in very, very poor form. 3 matches हार चुके हैं, तो I really doubt they'll be able to get anything out of this.
Tough.
Okay, what do you think about PSG versus United? No Cavani and Maguire and an in-form Mbappe.
Maguire का ना होना, I don't think it's a disadvantage.
To give him credit where credit's due. वो उसने beg किया ओले को कि let me start, and he scored that goal, and he had a decent performance in the game against Newcastle. So credit where credit's due. But then again, he is a liability. I think कोई भी खिला दे United, Neymar and Mbappe are just going to run rings around them. What I'm concerned about is PSG's midfield. I think Verratti is injured. He won't be playing. So पता नहीं, there's something in it for United because PSG have a lot of injuries. But I just can't see United taking anything whatsoever, and I don't want them to take anything whatsoever. नहीं तो फिर से ओले actually I want them to take something. फिर ओले फिर और 3 साल और contract sign कर लेगा, but I don't know. I can't see them taking anything from this game.
I agree. Yeah. It should be a comfortable win for PSG.
Next match बहुत interesting है. The best offensive record of Bundesliga, Bayern Munich, with plays against Atletico, best defensive record in La Liga right now.
And Luis Suarez on absolute prime form.
Luis Suarez and Diego Costa together.
क्या था? One bites and the other? कुछ था ना?
Another one, I kick and the other one bites.
Bites. It's incredible how season after season Simeone gets his defense right. Like an absolute genius, and I think Bayern will struggle. I think Bayern will struggle. I think Atletico are phenomenal on the counter. Bayern play a high line. Atletico have the pace to beat the high line. Marcus Llorente is another phenomenal player, box to box. I think Bayern will struggle. They'll win this game, but they'll struggle.
Do you think Atletico are going to miss Partey?
I don't think so. I think they're never a one-player team. The players have come, players have gone, and Simeone keeps churning out these absolutely incredible warriors, like who will give anything and everything for him. And so defensively, I don't see them like needing Partey at all. But like what I'm worried about is like if they concede one goal, they are not the team who will go searching for an equalizer. They will keep solid, stay solid till the 70th minute, and then maybe try and nick one. That's how they play, and so it might be a little too difficult against a team like Bayern who are exceptionally strong, and especially in controlling the game. So I think Bayern will nick it, but I'm pretty sure they'll get the fight of their lives.
And the last match of the Champions League, Ajax versus Liverpool. Liverpool are without VVD, Alisson, and Thiago.
Thiago, I don't think it's I've been saying this, maybe like one other reverse jinx on the way, but I don't think they'll miss Thiago because Thiago has literally featured in one half game where like Chelsea were down to 10 men, so they won't miss Thiago that much. They have a very strong midfield, but without VVD, without Alisson, there's definitely a soft spot. Definitely a soft spot. But Ajax, the thing with Ajax is like I think they've really dropped down in quality since they had that brilliant Champions League game. I think they were decimated by Getafe in the last time I saw them play in the Europa League. And so the European record hasn't been that strong in the last season. So I don't know how they will turn up against the Liverpool side, who have been phenomenal in the last 2 years in Europe. And so I still think Liverpool have got too much for Ajax. But again, like it's going to be an interesting game.
और Ajax के पास यार I think they've just sold too many of their players who were performing really well. Dusan Tadic है who scores a lot of goals for them, but उनके काफी सारे key players that helped them get to where they were उनके season में they've all left though. I don't know कि Ajax कितना अच्छा खेल पाएगा. I think Liverpool should be able to win this one.
And again, तूने जो point बोला था about the crowds and how crowds impact, I think one of the biggest intimidation factors for Ajax is the crowd. Like, it's incredible. Like, if you go into that stadium, and it's incredible what the crowd does. And like most of the season when they had like phenomenal run in the Champions League, I think it was the crowd that pulled them through. Unfortunately, they lost against Spurs, which was a freak game. But like without this crowd, I just think it's going to be quite easy for Liverpool. Easy as in quite comfortable for Liverpool. And they have good players, but again, like aging players like Huntelaar, and even Dusan Tadic is not like he's not young anymore, but he's a phenomenal finisher. I think he's sort of developed as a goal scorer in Ajax, but I just think Liverpool have too much.
Okay, that's it. Let's hope we have a great Champions League season.